What's up, everybody? It's Avidon Arcade at Got the Game, and we got another special unboxing of a collector's edition. Again, you know I love collecting collector's editions. That's the only way I do it. It is the Mortal Kombat Collector's Edition by Coarse. That's right, Coarse is actually a sculpture and vinyl production company, I guess you would say. They're based out of LA, but they also have studios in Europe and somewhere else. And they produce some very cool, wacky, not I would say wacky, but very stylish looking vinyl designs. And I don't know how they teamed up with Warner Brothers and NetherRealms, but they produced a very cool Scorpion figurine, a vinyl figurine that stood out to me, actually, because there's actually two versions of this not this game, I mean actually this game, but this collector's edition. There's two of them, but let's check it out. This is the box, the outer box right now. You can see the cool dragon logo. It's actually in gold. This is actually a slip cover. Let me turn it on the side, and you can see Scorpion's face right there, and that's like gives you an idea of what he's gonna look like on the inside. And you can see it says here, right, by Coarse. It's with a C. The back, there's nothing, but on the, I guess this is really the back. Underneath there is nothing, but here you'll see that it says, this gives you a close-up of what's going to be on the inside. It might be still a little bit of blur, but basically it tells you get the figure and the game. And because if you pre-order this early on, you might have gotten the pre-order for, what is it called? Goro, to fight as Goro. So that's pretty much it. Oh, and you also get the combat pack, which includes future unlocked DLC for characters as is Tremor, Tanya, Predator, and Jason Voorhees. Yeah, I don't know why he's in that game, or why the other ones are in the game. Well, Tremor's been in the game before. I actually don't know who Tremor is. I've been out of the loop for MK games. I kind of skipped from MK3 Ultimate, basically, all the way to MK9. MK9 was probably the better one for me. I didn't really like any of the other ones, but I missed out on a lot of characters that apparently have a bunch of background story with everybody else. So there's a lot of catching up to do for me. But let's open it up and see how it looks inside. You pull out the slip cover. Alright, get this out of the way. And here you see it's kind of like a nice little glossy print of the Mortal Kombat X logo. My box is actually scuffed up. It says Coarse down here, if you can kind of see that, but it's kind of scuffed up. It's really scratched up, which I don't like, because this is technically how you would show it off. It also has a couple of dents and stuff. Let's hope that the figure inside is going to be in good condition, because then I would be really pissed off. Nothing else around the box, but you can kind of see it's partially open like that, so you can get a hold of it, and it's in gold. Just like most of this MK, I guess that's the MK color palette this time around, black and gold. And you see a big X, and the game on the side with a ribbon to pop it out. So pretty much the same thing as you'll see it in the store when you're going to go out and buy just the game itself. Nothing special. The other collector's edition actually came with a steel book version of it, which is very cool, and it also came with a comic book, like a collected trade comic book, since they're doing one right now of the backstory of this particular game. It's a shame, because I would really like to get that, and I might end up buying that one too. So, but I don't want to end up with two copies of this game, so I might have to sell one of them. It also, like I said, it has a steel book, which looks very cool, and it's basically the same thing, only it's just an all-black cover of this. And this is the figure that I was telling you about. This is not the figure, but this is the Scorpion, I guess, profile or image that the other statuette is based on. Put it on just foam. And on the inside you have a little card that reads, if I can get it close enough, what does that say? Coarse and Mortal Kombat X. Coarse has been recognized internationally in their collector and designer figure communities for their artistic approach, dedication to detail, and unique storytelling through sculpture. www.courselife.com. And yeah, I mean, if you're a big collector of vinyl toys and stuff like that, I highly recommend you check them out anyways. I'm not that big into the vinyl collection, but I have had a couple of figures through Kid Robot and stuff like that. You also get this card, which I guess is considered like the Mortal Kombat card of authenticity, this is like legit. This design figurine of Scorpion has been issued as part of a worldwide limited edition envisioned and sculpted by Coarse. Then it has, I guess, the sculptors, right? It's Sven Vaschk and Mark Landver. So not bad. Pretty cool. I wish these were, nothing in the back. I wish these were numbered, but I guess it's limited, but how limited? I don't know. Maybe focus. So right off the bat, you'll see that the spear's here. It's pretty big. Let me get it out before I pull out the rest of it. Basically just cast in what looks like gold. There's a little part where you're gonna insert it into his hand, most likely, of course. So let's get back to the box. So there's a lot of cuts in here, and I want to be careful that I don't pull off something that I don't want to. So let me see how this is gonna come off. There's a hole right here, so maybe if I just yank all this, yep, this should all come off. And I gotta remember how I'm unpacking this so I could pack it up correctly. So you also see a slit where that card went. If I could just get him out. Okay, that's easy. I've heard stories of people breaking their figurine, which is sad. Maybe they're just negligent on how they do it, but here he is. He's pretty hefty, he's not super light, but as you can see, it's very stylized. I really like this. As an artist myself, and I majored in animation and everything like that, so it definitely appeals to me in the sense of how he's simplified from the realistic characters that they've created, years ago. And it also kind of reminds me of like the Batman animated series, almost like the Mask of the Phantasm, if you guys remember that particular film that they did. But he looks very cool. You'll also be able to get this particular skin, I guess this outfit as a skin in the game. And I'll see if I can get closer so you guys can get a really good look at him. There you go. So it's a basic paint job. It's actually spray painted gold, or painted gold. I wouldn't say it's all spray painted, but it does smell like paint, so. So he's got a lot of detail. I don't want to bend his leg too much because it is very thin, so it might snap off. Same thing with the flaps in his outfit. And I think this hand is the one where you would insert the, there's a slit right there. So yeah, I think it's very cool. I can't wait to display him. Probably not right now. I'm going to put him back in the box because I'm going to go out and meet the original cast of Mortal Kombat from the very first couple of games at a local arcade. So I wanted to film this before I headed out there. But yeah, I mean, I really like this. This is the whole reason I ended up buying this. And normally I don't really care. I mean, they've done this before with Mortal Kombat collector's editions. The bookends. Actually, the bookends were pretty cool. But I didn't really care too much for the game itself. Whereas this game, I'm really hyped up for it. I got this through Best Buy. It was a pre-order. It's kind of hard to find right now, but I think GameStop is still selling theirs. And yeah, I got a chance to check it out back at E3. Fell in love with it again. I enjoyed the last Mortal Kombat, so I said I really had to get this one and this. And now that I've seen the other collector's edition, I kind of really like it. Plus, I want that comic book, the Steelbook, which I said before in the past that I don't care for them, but now I don't know why. It must be the collector's bug in me that says you gotta have that. But it's not necessary. But I'd like to get it either way, just to have the Scorpion pieces. A lot of people hate Scorpion being the poster boy for Mortal Kombat. I don't really think that's a big deal. He's my favorite character. It's like saying, everyone hates that Wolverine's in every movie. My favorite character again. Doesn't matter to me. I like it. So that's pretty much it. Everything else that this comes with, like I said, the combat pack, playing as Goro, all that is DLC. You're going to get that either in an email or in a receipt or something like that. The game or the combat stuff is probably packed in the game. So here you have the game add-on download for Goro. If I can get a good picture. It's hard to see it when it's mirrored backwards. The Mortal Kombat Gold Scorpion skin, which is based off of the figure that we're about to unveil. And the Mortal Kombat X Combat Pack. So you get classic MK combatants beside the iconic guest characters and themed skin packs. So that's pretty much it for the Coarse, Mortal Kombat X Collector's Edition by Coarse. That's it for now. I'm Evan on Arcade. I got the game, and as always, keep playing.